In this video, we're going to practice about questions with have. So, pay attention. Here, we have the structure for questions. We have 4 elements for questions. Do or does. Only one of those. Solamente escogemos uno. Subject, he, she, it, we, you, they, or the name of a person. The third element, have. It's very important to know that have will not change. Have nunca va a cambiar. Aquí no utilizamos has. Always we're going to use have. It is going to be the third element. Va a ser siempre el tercer elemento. Then, an object. Remember that we can take objects. Podemos utilizar los objects que vienen en nuestro vocabulario. A racket, a bike, skates, skis, a soccer ball. Okay? So now, let's make an example. Number 1. To know our first element. Para saber nuestro first element, tenemos que saber primero nuestro subject. So, what subject we will use? This time for the number 1, para el number 1 yo voy a elegir como subject you. You is with do or with does. ¿Dónde encontramos you? ¿Con do o con does? You it's here, so it belongs to do. Do you? And then nuestro third element que no va a cambiar. Do you have? Do you have un object del vocabulary? Do you have a bike? And this is our question. Let's make another one with a different subject. Ahora, en nuestro subject ya no voy a elegir you. I'm going to choose she. She is with does or with do. Observe this information. She is here. It belongs to does. Entonces, in my first element, I'm going to choose does. Does she? The third element, el tercer elemento que no cambia. Does she have a racket, for example? Remember, we can use different elements in the object. Acuérdate que podemos utilizar cualquier object. We can say, for example, does she have a soccer ball? Do you have a burger? Does she have a pencil? You can change the objects and create more questions. Now, let's make the last example. In the last example, I'm not going to use an object like this, a subject like this. No voy a utilizar un subject como I, he, she, we, you, or they. I'm going to use the name of a person. For example, I am going to use Luis. My subject will be Luis. I need to check this information. Luis. Luis, it's a boy. ¿Cuál de estos subjects utilizo para hablar de un boy? When we talk about a boy, cuando hablamos de un niño, we use he. So, I need to use does. Como Luis, it's a boy, es como si fuera he. Entonces tengo que utilizar does. If here, si aquí en lugar de Luis it was a different name, fuera otro nombre, for example, Lisa, Lisa is a girl. We use she for girls. So I'm going to use does as well. So I have number 3. Does Luis, the same word, la misma como en las demás. Does Luis have, then an object. Does Luis have a notebook? Does Luis have a notebook? Does Lisa have a dog? These are the examples for questions. Don't forget to check what word you have to use with your subject. Recuerda que para que tu question esté correcta, tienes que observar cuál es el subject. De esa manera, you can know if you will use do or does. Y vas a saber si utiliza do or does. That's it. Good luck in your quiz.